and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. My name's Charity, and this is episode apparently 155 because I mislabeled the last episode. It is May 20th, last week of school. And it's been 3 weeks since I've done a video, so a lot of crafting, a lot of life, busyness, lots of busyness. So actually, right after I shot my last video, I taught 2 sessions of cross-stitching to my students, and that went over really well. I was pretty impressed with how much they seemed to enjoy it, and yeah, so I was pretty pleased with that, and it was nice to get to work with my students on something that was fun. Not that biology isn't fun, but you know, schoolwork is different. So there was that, and let's see, getting ready for my trip in June, and just general life. I've been really busy. I've actually gotten a lot of crafting done in the last 3 weeks. And as I gathered everything up, I was like, wow, that's a lot of crafting. You can tell it's the end of the year. I was impressed with how much I've gotten done. So, let's start with cross stitch. I have a finish. I have, oh, excuse me, a new start and a work in progress to show you. So, I finished my lobster. So he's all done. I can't remember if I finished him for the last video or not. If I hadn't, I was pretty close, but I finished my lobster. And I actually have the frame, so I'm going to frame him this weekend. So, I'm sorry if you can hear the husband in the background. So that's my finish. So what am I working on? Alright, so I'm working on my Satsuma Street Emerald City. So every time I film I start yawning. So I am almost finished with the castle or the city. I have a balloon to poke and the rainbow. So I'm hoping to get it finished by the end of May. Hoping. Been working on this quite a bit. And the castle I might finish tomorrow, so that'll just leave the other bits, and then there's a little bit of backstitch. So there's that. So I got that finished, or I'm getting close to getting that finished. And then my new start, there's a lot of stuff piled up over here. Move the knitting out of the way. Alright, so I started my Victorian Harborview, and so this is where I'm at. I am on the dock. So, and this is 32 count, which I didn't realize I'd gone with 32 count. Ooh, I thought I had done 28 count, but that's okay. So, really enjoying this. So, I haven't worked on it in a couple of weeks, or I didn't work on it last weekend, or all last week. I'm hoping to work on it, but I'm so close to finishing the Emerald City that I want to finish that one, and then I'll get to work on this one. Ooh, really long day. So that's my cross stitching. I really need to catch up and do my April fairy, but at this point I'm so close to finishing my piece that I'm just gonna work on that, and then I will catch up with the fairies. So that's my cross stitching. So what am I working on knitting wise? I have lots of finishes on knitting and a lot of progress. This is what happens end of the day. Alright, so the first thing I finished was this sweater I was working on. And I need to block it yet, but I finished my tea leaves cardigan. Very happy to have it finished. I just, like I said, need to block it. But that was so awesome. Happy to have my sweater finished. The first one, I'm actually working on another one now. And this is the sweater that that my friend started and I finished. So there's that one. And then I finished a pair of socks. So these are just a vanilla sock. And I'm trying to remember. I think this was Vanna's Choice yarn. And then the heel was just a miscellaneous sock yarn. I will say that my gauge is too loose, and I'm still tweaking my sock recipe for like the perfect fitting sock. Getting closer. Practice makes perfect, right? They're still pretty comfy socks. So there's that. Let's see. So sorry. It's what this time of night is like with me. Alright, so what have I been working on? My goldfish memories. Has been seeing a lot of work in the last 3 weeks. I'm kind of trying to get this off the needles. So I have made a lot of progress because my stitch marker is way down here. So I finished this section and I'm now on this, which is I think the 6th section of this, and really enjoying it. Worked on it quite a bit this weekend, or yesterday anyway, so really would like to get it done. But my goal is to get the section I'm working on done in this week. What I dropped a stitch, but no. And then start and maybe get the lace section finished next week. Hopefully. But that's that. So that's that one. As you'll be able to tell on the progress for the rest of them, that's been seeing a lot of time. Alright. And then the new sweater I've been working on is, which sweater is this? This is the Weekend Retreat Cardi. And so this one is another one that I adopted, and I just need to finish the ribbing on the bottom, do some ribbing to finish off the sleeves, and put on the button bands, and it's done, which is good because that's all the yarn I have. So a little bit of yarn chicken going on with it. This is the next sweater. I don't know what yarn this is because there were no bands, but yeah, hopefully I can get it done sometime in June. And the husband, I'm sorry, is making lots of noise. Quiet is not his thing. Okay. I'll just grab what's over. So the next up is my Erlich shawl. And this one has seen a bit of progress as well. I've actually got a new color introduced, this kind of orangey color at the top. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to move the marker up. always helpful if I move the marker up while I'm filming, because otherwise I forget. So yeah, I have started, I think this is the, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4th mini skein. So that's pretty awesome. This is another one I'd like to get finished this summer. I have some other projects I want to start on, but I'm trying to work down what I have. So there's that one. And I worked on my Julie's wrap, but barely. It's like seeing almost no work, just because I really have wanted to get some stuff off the needles, so I've been focusing on the other 2 projects. And we'll work on this one after I get them done. And then I started a new pair of socks. I finished a pair, started a pair. And so got the body going. And this is, no, that's the sock band from the other stuff. I don't know that I have a ball band. It's Regia, I'm pretty sure. So, that is awesome and colorful and fun to work with just because it's colorful. So I'm enjoying that. So, yeah, that's mostly what I've been working on. I picked up, and it just came in today, from Knit Picks. So this is Hawthorne Fingering, and it's the Historia tonal. That's the colorway. And so it's just a gray tonal, and I'm going to use this for heels and toes. It's a really pretty gray. Kind of almost ashamed to use it for heels and toes. Now that I'm seeing it, I was thinking of another project, but I need 2 skeins, so I'm going to use it for heels and toes, which is what I bought it for. So there was that, and I think that is it. Lots of crafting, for me anyway, lots of crafting, and finishes, which are always nice. So, on that note, I will bid you farewell and hope you all have a great crafty week, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.